Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pop Art Hunter channel, and today we're going to be continuing and concluding our series on these film poster books that I have. These are from a company called Evergreen. Tony Norman and Graham Marsh are the authors of this book. They put all these collections together, and we went through the first two videos. Part 1 was the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Part 2 was the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and then these are genre-specific movies. So we have science fiction, horror, and exploitation. Now that one we're probably not going to show all of the pages of the book. We'll flip through a couple of them. The other ones will get a little bit more in depth. I even covered up the cover of this one because it has a couple posters on there that are a little, risque, just because the type of materials, they have a little sex, drugs, and who knows, rock and roll maybe. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this series. Okay, so we have science fiction, horror, and exploitation. I actually covered the cover here because the exploitation one has some suggestive posters in it, and in fact, we're not even going to flip through a lot of this book. I just marked a couple pages because I want a ton of inappropriate stuff online in case somebody stumbles upon it, a little kid or something like that. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at these books. Well, I'll start with science fiction. So we're just going to flip through some of this and kind of show you the types of posters that are in here. Now, a lot of these, not a lot of them, maybe some of them at least, may be associated with the other books. Like they might be within a decade. So again, this is the third part of the series. Not a huge fan of this one. Planet of the Apes, number one, just a round ape face, and Planet of the Apes, I know it's a little, the fruit's too low hanging out. I don't know if that says much, even for a simple poster. And then you're kind of you're not really burying the lead with having the Statue of Liberty, which is the big twist of this movie. So I'm not really a fan of this one. So I don't know why that came out and when it was just in another country or what, but I don't really care for that. I do like these old sci-fi posters, though. They got a cool look to them, and there was such Monster Attacks Earth 3D, Robot Monster, Moon Launch, Monsters Attack, Moon Monsters Launch Earth Attack. Oh, you have to read it like you would normal words in a sentence, top to bottom, left to right. Tylenol for headaches, Midol for cramps. Hashtag Tommy Boy. Anyway, so yeah, you got some cool. Oh, that's kind of a neat poster. Metropolis. I've never seen Metropolis, but I do like that poster. It's kind of a neat one. Let's get from New York. Blade Runner, Total Recall. Yeah, I've never seen Sleeper. Woody Allen and Diane Keaton. Interesting poster. I don't know what this is. This must be some lobby cards. I hate that one. I hate that Clockwork Orange. 2, I think I like this poster better than this one. This one doesn't do it right. It's just a little too abstract. This one I like. I don't like Clockwork Orange. I'm not a big Stanley Kubrick fan. I could see myself buying that poster on the cheap. I don't think I would waste the sleeve in a portfolio for that one. No offense if the artist from that many decades ago was watching. Hopefully they're not upset by that. I doubt that's going to ever happen. I spent my heart and soul putting that poster together. Ooh, Godzilla. And again, some of these B posters here, like we saw earlier, they're just I'm sure that the poster is better than the movie. It's when you see a fast food commercial, the burger always looks better than it does when you get it. Oh, we saw this in the other book, but you can't beat Jurassic Park. That's a good poster. Yeah, this style of poster, I would love to get some of these. I think these are just incredible. So I'm going to actually have to earmark these. You know what? We're here right now. Look at that. Sticky note. I'm coming back to those, and I might have to try to find some because I might try to buy some. Some reproductions that I think would be cool. They're cool looking posters. Creature from Black Lagoon. That's just a classic poster. Couple different variations of it here. Revenge of the Creature. The Creature Walks Among Us. They've got sequels even. Yeah, that's good times. Incredible Shrinking Man. Attack of the Fifth. To that Woman. Dr. Cyclops. Yeah. These all just have such a cool, like the original Mars Attacks, not the 90s remake or whatever year it came out. Like they had a poster out like this, like all of that. It had that look and feel like old comic book cover or something like that. A man with the X-ray eyes, the Invisible Man, the Invisible Ray, the Invisible Everything. Don't know what this is. Don't really care for that one. Oh goodness, David Bowie. Bless his heart. He's got his posters are always weird. Not really a fan of any of these Planet of the Apes posters. I just don't like them at all. Like, I don't know what to say. No. What in the actual is this guy? I have not seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind, but I thought it was meant to be like a suspense thriller or something like that. I didn't like this. This looks like a joke. I thought it was supposed to be. That was supposed to be more serious than that. This science poster, I've seen it before, and although it's clever, that they have the big crop circle on the Earth. I don't like it. It doesn't make sense to me. I like the original poster with the crop circle in the farmhouse. I don't know, just my personal thing. The Thing, that's a good Drew Struzan's, right? There's I think it's called I Am Drew. It's a Drew Struzan documentary, and they talk about him doing the original poster, and it has like this man in like a park or something like that. It has like light beams coming out of his face, and I believe he said, they gave him a deadline. They didn't really tell him much about what the movie was about, and how he just came up with that because he had no idea what to do. There was not enough details there to actually make a poster from, and it became this very iconic poster. Oh, here's Mars Attacks. I wish they would have did this more in the original style of some of these older classic sci-fi posters. Like, I think if they would have done something in this style, that would have been pretty cool. I'm sure there's an alternate movie poster or something like that. Yeah, like these. Like, I mean, if they had done it like this, I think that would have been much better. I would have liked that much better. Missed opportunity there. Day the Earth Stood Still. We saw that Terminator poster earlier in the previous video. Just kind of flipping through these a little bit quicker, getting into some Supermans and superheroes. I like this. This is actually the recalled Spider-Man poster because it had the Twin Towers in his eye, and they had put that out, and then 9/11 happened, and they thought that would be insensitive, so they moved it from his eye and reprinted the posters. I just saw Bottleneck Gallery, by the time I post this, it might be weeks ago. I didn't like episodes 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars, didn't really care for them, but they made some really cool posters that have like Darth Maul is an example, and half of his face is Darth Maul, and the other half is like this sort of style of multiple characters in that Drew Struzan drawn fashion, but they're the other side of the face, and it's pretty cool. Like it's a really cool style. If I like those movies more, I would have definitely got those posters, but I didn't care for those movies very much at all. Just my opinion. I saw Star Wars late, and so I was very much in the mode of like I just want a popcorn movie. Just go ahead and give me a movie that is I can just be nostalgic or enjoy. Give me some action, give me some fun, give me some stupid jokes and humor. I wasn't in it for the lore, the canon of Star Wars, because I didn't really know about it, because only a few years ago I watched them all. I watched the episode 4 when I was a kid, and Yoda wasn't in it, and I stopped watching it. I always saw Yoda on commercials or things about Star Wars, and so I just assumed he was in the episode 4, and he was not, and so then I vowed it off. I said, I'm never watching these again. It took me many years to do it. So we are into horror movie posters, and again, some of these we've also seen in the other books that we looked at. I know a lot of people don't like From Hell. I thought it was a good movie, and this is a good poster, in my opinion. It's again, simplicity adds power. It's simple. It's got the slasher look to it. It's got a shadow and a silhouette. I think it's just good. I'm not going through every single page, flipping over. We don't want a 47-minute long video. Zombie. What in the world is that? What in the world? Orgy of the Dead. What in the world? What in the world? The Evil Dead. Saw this in the last one. I don't like that poster. It's clever with the blood drip and it kind of turns this wolf, but the wolf doesn't look very good. It looks like a little fox. It looks too cute. I got original Aliens poster better with just the egg. Let me see if they have that. Gremlins poster is intriguing. You know, little box coming out of it. You know, it's maybe a pet or something, but it doesn't quite look right. It makes you question stuff. And King Kong again. Overall, again, I think these movies, these poster books are just pretty cool. Because again, they have so many posters within them. You can, compare them to each other. You kind of have this, nice little, that's the Rosemary's Baby poster. It's kind of interesting. It's a little creepy. Oh, Young Frankenstein. Not my favorite poster, but neither of these are my favorite posters. I think this one's much better than this one. I don't know what that is. This one's better. Very much the Peter Boyle look to the montage. You can tell it's him. I wouldn't consider those horror. These are more comedies, but okay, I'll allow it. Abbott and Costello are not really horror movies, I don't think. Now we got some of the new stuff here. Nosferatu. Yeah, and then a lot of the modern posters just like, let's put all the people on the cover to showcase the actors that are in here because you'll come see it because there's an actor in it. And I think that's again, it's too obvious. It's like, give us something a little bit more artistic, but not too abstract. You got to be somewhere in the middle there. The Tingler. All right. And we'll just take a quick look at that last one. Again, only a few pages I've marked here just because I don't want to expose too much, literally. We'll start with that first off. Oh, so I marked this one I thought was kind of cool. So, I'm not a big John Wayne fan, but apparently, so it was Big Jim McLean was the movie that he was in. And for Italy, I believe it was Italy, they renamed the movie Marijuana. And essentially, the original movie was like American government like rooting out communism, and they didn't think that would really translate, and so they switched it to marijuana for Italy. And so essentially John Wayne is cracking down on illegal drugs. So they dubbed the audio to be like, oh, instead of like there's a communist sect in there, Pilgrim, I was like, there's some marijuana in there. That was so interesting that they made that choice to do that. And with the poster alone, they were able to make that happen. Oh, and then I just think this Attack on the 50-Foot Woman poster is just great. It's got the King Kong Godzilla style, but with this woman. So, this books have a little bit more scantily clad posters. It also has some posters with themes like marijuana or other drugs and stuff. And so that's why it's in this, other category of exploitation. And I also did that. This one, I thought this was interesting. One, Fritz the Cat, I don't know, where it was like an X-rated cartoon, and I've never seen it. It just didn't look like it would be that interesting. But eventually, I'll put it on my list. But it's just essentially an X-rated cartoon. But then you have Felix the Cat, which is Felix the Cat. I don't think was ever like it was always a very mundane, not adult cartoon, but the cartoon is called Sax Appeal. And so, like, even there, they gave a little bit of an innuendo there. So, but that was kind of interesting. Now, overall, again, a good set of books. I think that they're, it covers a lot of different posters from those specific genres, and the other ones covering the different decades. I think it's really a nice piece to have on the shelf if you're a movie poster collector or don't have the room to collect them. Again, really cool series of movie poster books. I'll say it briefly. I've said it in the other 2 videos. Make sure you watch those, by the way. Why not? But great way to have a collection with less space, less money, less all those types of things. Just have these sitting on a shelf is sometimes easier for a collector than having them all over your walls and in portfolios, etc. And I know that's not the same thing as collecting those things if that's what you're into. But again, for the beginner collector, for a collector that has run out of space, these are some cool ways to have this nostalgia and have these movie posters in your life without actually physically having the big posters in your life. Also, again, it's a great shopping guide. Look through the books and then now you know what to buy. Now you know what to look for and to seek out. But these books are really cool because they go through the different decades, and then these specific ones are genre specific. And I think there might be a couple other versions of this. These are the only ones I was able to find, but I'm sure that there's some others that probably exist, and they've just kind of gotten lost to time. So I'm going to keep searching and make sure that I have a complete collection of these books, hopefully. I also like, with these genre specific ones, they seem to get a little bit more into detail with some of the posters and kind of explaining some of the history behind it. So I think those little factoids are also a nice addition to these books. I think it's a great set to have. I'm happy that I was able to get all of the ones that I did get. Hopefully that's the entire set. If not, I'm sure I will find the other ones. And it will be easier and cheaper than finding probably a movie poster from some of these movies, and probably a lot less expensive as well. So anyway, thanks for watching the Pop Art Hunter channel. Like, subscribe, comment, all those sorts of things, and we will see you next time.